Hi. To all those who did not one day uh, completely were bored at work and decided to check out the Brazilian episodes with subtitles, guess what? The mall is right! You were right, Magnan Syria. But were you? I'll get to that in a second. Now, the um, the episode begins with the Justice League inducting 5 new members. Icon gets inducted. Plastic Man gets inducted before people who definitely deserve to be inducted before him. We can spend a whole list of guys on that. Uh, on that, but that'll take forever. The sidekicks, including Rocket, who has suddenly found out that it's okay to be a sidekick if the boy you kind of are attracted to, is also a sidekick. Now, um, Robin intercepts something on his hacking skill computer and goes, and the team flies into uh, a a crash landing site right out of the 1993 movie Alive. That's what I kept thinking of when I saw this thing, because it's in the snow-capped mountains. And for those who are not old enough to have ever seen the trailer for Alive, I mean, I've never seen the movie. I know what it's about, but I've never actually seen the movie. I suggest going to at least YouTube and typing in Alive movie 1993. I believe it was 93. It could have been late 92. But no. I'm 99% sure it was 1993. Anyway, the it's all a trap or an ambush. Nice, nice, Riddler. I'm a Bush. Yes. You got me thinking, and then man, and we start the fight. Now, what was interesting to me in this is that Jade slash Cheshire did not want to kill her sister. I found that very growth, very high growth. But Superboy puts on his last shield, steroids, and starts flying with fire out of his with out of his eyes, fire sight or whatever the heat. No, what am I saying? Fire sight, heat vision type thing. Um, they they win, but the main creeps get away. Forgive me, the main guys get away, and um, then comes a very. Then there's the when back at the mountain. The very interesting first Batman says, "Does this sound familiar? You broke protocol. You went up, and oh, by the way, good job." So after Icon, Black Canary, Batman leave, they want Aqualad is like questioning exactly what happens because he knows that Superboy is holding something back, and he says, "I have to go." And the next thing we see is him in Santa Prisca, and eventually Artemis and Miss Martian. Now here's where I think the writers totally get an A plus. They go back. They go to Santa Prisca, and each one then explains what each villain has over them. The fact that his human father is Lex Luthor. Artemis is like, okay, Superboy is not the only one here with evil guy DNA. My mother is a former villain, crook. She's on parole now, called the Huntress. I'm guessing because, she's now in a wheelchair. The whole idea of being a criminal was, her, especially since, she had already sort of lost one daughter and I was the only one really left in there. So Artemis explains her family tree. Wally is like, jokingly says, "Okay, who's next?" Miss Martian says, "That would be me," and exposes the fact that she is a white Martian. And he's like, Aqualad questions her thinking ability as, "Do you think we are so shallow?" And she's like, "I couldn't risk it." And, it's a very painful thing because it's like, uh, mainly for, I guess, for, black kids who could pass, or Jewish kids who don't reveal that they are, in fact, Jewish, or Catholic kids who don't admit they are Catholic to their friends, or whatever, that their parents they might not get into the club type things, and that's understandable. But anyway, it goes back. It's a whole big setup for the fight. They're on Santa Prisca. The kids take care of the villains. Sportsmaster can't even count on Jade anymore. Then, Artemis was like, "Souvenir for Wally," which I kind of liked because I know what happens in the next episode. But we won't get that till like next week. Now, then we see the Watchtower. And we see Roy talking with Batman. And Roy says, "You're not joining the party?" "I'm too busy here. That's good enough for me." And he puts what has been defined as like the Starro thing in the back of Batman's neck. It opens up a portal. Vandal Savage appears in the doorway. Roy looks as though he's just woken up and then says, "I was the mole!" Vandal Savage was like, "Yep, it's you."